right there. Hey, pitter patter. No, but today, yeah, we've both been spraying today, so the wind hasn't been too bad. But we're trying to get much stuff we can get today done, because tomorrow, by the weather report, it's supposed to be really windy tomorrow, so I'm trying to get as much as we can done today. Excuse me. Before tomorrow, because like I said, like we're supposed to have 20-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow, so we're out trying to get done what we can today. But we're getting ready to be on the move, so I came back here and filled up, so I'd be full. Oops. But I got my lovely camera lady today. Person. But camera today, so she'll be recording most of the stuff for me as I talk. It'll be, because it's easier, so I don't have to hold it and stuff. So say hi.
Hey.
So today I'm a little bit late to the game of videoing anything. It's been a long morning. I really did not get to start spraying until about 4 or 5 o'clock, so we're probably gonna wind up spraying all night. I'm here at the farm right now filling up. I'm waiting on it to get full, and then after that I'll just go ahead and head on out down to the next one. Well guys, I kind of figured it'd be a late night, so I had some lights I was wanting to put on this thing. And as you can see, this is what the normal lights look like, and you can barely see the tractor. And that's my boom lights. I don't know where they came from. I just found them out in the yard, so they work good though. That's what matters. But it is like 9 o'clock, I think. I have to get as much done today as what I can, because it is supposed to be really, really windy. Oh my, that is bright. Really, really windy today or tomorrow. So I have to get as much done down here as what I can, and then I have to go home. I'll probably end up sleeping in tomorrow because I'll probably be out late, and then we'll work on the next day's issue, I guess. Well, for some reason this morning it's my duties to help him. We're down here planting down south of town. DB60 here, sprayer. My sister's got my fuel tank, or got a fuel tank for me, and then water truck and seed tender. So she's gonna get me filled up with fuel, and I'll be good to go after that. I gotta finish helping him though. Got Augie filled up. I'm gonna go spray. Ross just got down here. He's over there. 2 cultivators are running over there. Fuel truck's over there, going to give them 2 cultivators fuel. This planter's gonna plant this field, and then my dad is way back there. So yeah, we're all kind of spread out a little bit today, or not really spread out, but we're all in the same area, which is rather different for us. Gotta move another irrigation. Ross' sprayer is having issues again. One of the tubes on it, the holes all kinds of wallered out, so we gotta take it apart probably tomorrow and fix it. But for now he's gonna go ahead and keep running, and we'll get it fixed eventually. Guys, I got good news. Just finished this field. That means I got 2 more fields until we're done with soybeans south of Vincennes. And they got a couple more fields of corn to plant down here, and then they were done down here too. This is probably the earliest that we have ever gotten done this early planting beans down here. It's all thanks to that DB60. Man, that thing's out there just chugging along. I just turned the irrigation back the other way, I think. I better check that. But the irrigation went back that way. I had to get enough room in here for me to spray this. As you can see, I didn't get sprayed in the fall. So That's what it looks like if you don't spray it in fall. And that's what it looks like if you do. Start clean, end clean. It's the best way to put it. Let me make sure I got this changed to go the right way. Reverse and start. And then you kind of check it here to make sure it's gonna go the right way. And once you see it start moving, the other way, then it's good to go. So this field here that I'm in right now is one of the fields that we had the disc under last year. It was not something that I enjoyed doing, but Dad made me go do it because he was scared to go do it too. But basically there's 36 acres here that we have the disc up, and as you can see, it's been planted already again this year. Whenever the river gets up to about 26, 27 feet, we usually lose this field. It's just mainly because of where it is, and we'll lose it to the river. And this year, or last year, somehow the corn was still standing. And whenever it's still standing, what happened is it had just taken the cobs. I mean, there was no cobs to it. There was still a crop standing, but there was no cobs to the crop. So we did have to work it under, and we did end up taking insurance on it. And it's not something that we like to do. We'd rather harvest it. But it was just a weird year last year, that's for sure. And this year is starting to seem a little bit better, besides the fact of the matter that it's so cold. If it was a little bit warmer, we'd feel a lot more comfortable planting as much as what we have. But with how cold it is right now, you still worry about that morning frost. You still worry about like what we're doing now, metribuzin. But most of the time with metribuzin, like what we're putting on right now, what'll happen is the ground will actually absorb it, and then wherever the ground absorbs it, the metribuzin will hold in the ground longer because it's cooler. You don't want to be spraying this stuff whenever it's like 95, 100 degrees outside, because literally as soon as you spray it, a week later it's gone. I mean, you basically wasted your money. So I mean, that's just kind of theoretically speaking. It's not really an exact estimate as to what happens, but from my understanding of it, that's kind of how it works. So this will be a very good test this year to see what happens. And I haven't been out to scout yet this year, but I'm hoping to be able to tomorrow to go scout a couple fields and look and see what kind of a job I'm doing. Granted, we're about a quarter of the way done with beans, and I'm just now wanting to go look at it, but we've been moving pretty quick compared to what we did last year and the year before. So just another year, but this one's going to be a little bit different this year, I'd say. So we're here in the shop now. We got everything home. We got both sprayers and the 2 planters home. We're working on this. We already done that side. Dad's working on the generator right there, and as you can see, there's a little bit of an oval to that. And then them fiberglass bushings should not slip in there that easy. This should be a little bit harder to do, but we got new bushings. We're just putting new bushings in it unless we get that one off. We decide that that one's worse than this bottom one here. So yeah,
let's get it.
Ross, you broke it.
I broke it. That's what happens when you use stuff over time.
That's what happens whenever you put Ross in the seat of something.
True.
No. What do you mean both?
So we just got it stuck up there.
Wait, what do you mean both of them?
Well, I didn't do the top one. I left that one for you. These are the old ones. They aren't really all that too terribly worn, but as you can see, that one's got a little bit of an oval shape to it. And we got new ones, new pins, all that stuff. So we're gonna see if this will fix our problem. What was your problem?
Well, I'm talking about lower to boom and go like this.
Yeah. So it's either this or it's something hydraulic. So we'll have to see what happens. So we're changing out the fertilizer pump on Dad's corn planter. The old one is over here. We got 2 planters halfway unfolded in the shop. Dad, whenever you built this shop, did you ever intend on this?
Of course not, son. Because we don't have things break. We just use this shop as a recreational area. That's all it is.
So this is the old pump. Where was it leaking at on there?
Right
in
there.
The hydraulic part, like
Yep.
what my sprayer was.
Right there.
Could you not get a rebuild kit for it?
I will. Yep.
Rebuild it, then we'll have a spare.
Yep. That's the plan.
Fancy pump. Basically, it goes underneath there and it pushes it up into the filters all the way through all these lines and hoses down into that block there, which then shoves it to the Y thingy at the bottom for the starter to go out.
Oh well.
Little tire dross.
Yeah, a little bit.
So we are going to go ahead and put this on. It just goes right up in there.
We need bolts.
Yeah, we do need bolts. Let's go over to the bolt bin. But the pump was leaking hydraulic oil and we needed to get it fixed, so we're fixing it. Dad's getting a rebuild kit for that one, and then we'll get that one fixed too. That way we'll have a spare. This pump is universal. We can take this and put it on anything from the corn planter to the nitrogen rig whenever we're putting on 32 side dressing. So it's a very, what size, Ross? 5/16? 5/16 by 1.5 inches. Yes, this is our bolt bin. We have a bunch of bolts in here. Then get some lock washer or lock nuts. This semi here, I don't know why we haven't started working on it yet. I think they're all busy, so just haven't gotten to working on it yet. We'll get it worked on eventually, I'm sure. Augie's planter over there, he knocked a wheel off of it the other day, so they had to, if I can work my way around here, I'll show you. He broke a wheel off of one of the lifting mechanisms, so yeah, see, they've been working on this today. The guys in the shop here had, and it looks like they got one off, so now they gotta put the new one on, and they've been using the sledgehammer. Pull that hose. I think it is different.
Alright, set it up there.
Not going through.
Couldn't find the hole.
Keep tight in.
I can feel it sneeze coming.
Okay, so then we gotta put this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that. All right, so we got it on. Yeah, it's in there. We got a handful of tools here that is muddy, and we're gonna go clean them up now. Got water flowing in, or not water, chemical or whatever you want to call it, flowing into it. So fertilizer, yeah, that stuff. My camera's upside down though, so I'm gonna flip it back over. A little better. We are currently unhooking the boom from the haggie because we got some bushings out of it again. And this is the best way to get to them, so we're gonna unhook them. And then we're gonna unhook the boom, and then we'll put it back on once we get the bushings in. Hopefully tomorrow. Plus we're having some cylinder issues, so we'll get it done tomorrow. Come on, Ross.
What?
Come on. We got it unhooked, so. All right, we got the haggie boom off. We'll work on it tomorrow, and you guys will see that tomorrow. Ross has got a Chick-fil-A date with his girlfriend.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go home. I'm probably gonna go hang out with someone for a little bit. I don't know, probably Xavier, who knows, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get some grub because I'm hungry, and Xavier's not taking me or Ross is not taking me a Chick-fil-A, so
I mean, if we're gonna go to Chick-fil-A, we're going to Terre Haute, so.
oh well. Well, Xavier had found his gloves that he'd left down here at the pump house.
Yes, sir. Favorite
And
gloves.
we are going to pull up the trash racks down there so that then all this trash can flow out. We'll probably have to take the rakes and shove stuff under too. So we got one extension cord here. There's more extension cords inside here. And then once we get that other extension cord, we got to carry down this big 2-ton crane sort of thing, winch, and then this extension cord, and then we will put it on the rack down there and pick it up. There's Dad. Of course he shows up as soon as we get done carrying that. I should make him carry that up. But there's we gotta unlock these and then flip this up. I'll forgot to grab the rope. We'll tie it up and then we can take this winch and pull them up. I think we should have a shooting contest at that TV. Yeah, we might do that too. Well, the TV disappeared in one shot. The TV's no longer out there. Yeah, we're using this winch here to pull up the bottom rack out of the water, and then all this trash will start flowing through. We'll probably have to get a lot more of it out though. We'll probably have to take out the rest of these before it'll all flow. It's going somewhere. I'd say once we get, Dad, don't you think once we get them over there pulled up, it'll go some more? Probably. It's as good as it's gonna get until the river goes down. But basically that's trash from what everybody throws in the ditch or off the side of the road. Sticks washed out of fields. So Xavier's in here rolling up the last of the cords. One-handed.
Yeah.
And Dad just made me carry this up the side of the levee.
Big, strong
Because
man.
he didn't want to make us look like wimps. Okay, so pump 1, pump 2, pump 3, 60,000, 40,000 gallon a minute, and another 60. And then what they're doing is they're rebuilding this one, taking this one, putting it here, and then they bought another 60, and they're gonna put another 60 in right there. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen down here. And whenever they do it, me and Dad decided we're gonna put a time lapse up there in the corner of them pulling the pump out, because they gotta take the entire shaft out of it. Oh, gotta shut off lights. No fire hazards. So they'll send it up there they'll send that one, pump number 3, over to, up to Indy, that is what Dad thinks. They'll send it to Indy, it'll get rebuilt, and then brought back. They'll put it in number 2 spot. Then they bought a new 60, and I'll show it to you guys sometime. It's sitting on a trailer in town. Dad told me to go look at it a while back, but I never did. Now we're gonna go home and eat because I think my sister went and got Buffalo Wild Wings. So, oh my.